From Home to Lonely Walls, an emotional story of a mother. In a quiet corner of a small village, there lived an old woman named Radha. Her eyes were gentle, her voice soft, and her heart full of memories. People called her Amma. She had spent her entire life building a home with her husband, Ramesh, raising their only son, Raghav, with love, care, and endless sacrifices. Her husband had passed away 15 years ago. Since then, silence became her only company. Radha woke up early every day. She cooked fresh food, helped Raghav with his studies, and held his hand through every storm. Even when her husband passed away, she stood strong for her son. Years passed. Raghav grew up and got a good job in the city. He married a woman named Kavya and became busy with life. But she remained in the same house, the one built with love, bricks, and countless memories. At first, Raghav visited often. He brought gifts, laughed at the dinner table, and kissed his mother's forehead before leaving. But slowly the visits stopped. The calls became shorter. The excuses became longer. And one day, her son came. He came with his wife, not with love and to see her, but with a decision. At dinner, Raghav said, "Mom," avoiding her eyes, "we found a good elderly home for you. You'll be safe there and looked after." Amma was silent. Kavya added, "We have no time, Ma. And honestly, it's just becoming too much. You're all alone here. It will be better for you there." Radha's heart sunk. She had once spent sleepless nights holding Raghav in her arms. Now, the same arms were too much to carry. She didn't argue. She didn't cry. That night, she folded a few saris, packed her medicines, and placed the framed photo of her husband in her small bag. She walked through the house, holding her husband's photo in her arms, and touching the walls, whispering goodbye. At the elderly home, everything was neat, clean, and well managed, but cold. There were no old photos on the wall, no smell of her kitchen spices, no sound of laughter, just quietness and loneliness. Every day, she sat by the window, hoping Raghav would call. But he never did. She watched other mothers in the shelter smile at visiting children. But her eyes remained on an empty road. One evening, a young caretaker named Ananya brought her tea. Amma smiled faintly. "Would you sit with me, sweetheart?" They sat quietly. The silence was warm this time. Amma said softly, "I never asked for anything, just time and love." Ananya squeezed her hand. "You're not alone anymore." One morning, Ananya found a note in Amma's drawer written as, "No parent should be forgotten in the same house where they once created a world of love. I don't blame him. I just hope he's never treated the way I was." Moral of the story: parents give us everything without ever asking for anything in return. They build our lives with their love, sacrifice, and endless patience. When they grow old, they don't need luxury. They just need a little time, a warm word, and a feeling that they still belong.